What is going on, guys? Hassan Malik back here again, and today we're going to be taking a look at every single Lego Marvel superhero set ever made. This video is going to be a little bit different than ones I typically do. I'm actually speaking over the entire thing, so if you're already feeling a little bit sick of my voice, feel free to mute the video and listen to the music in the background. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get into it. We are starting with the year 2002, and I know what you guys are thinking, why are we starting in 2002? The Lego Marvel Superheroes theme didn't start till 2012, and you're right, it didn't. But Lego did actually make a bunch of sets based on the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy. So, Spider-Man being the largest Marvel superhero, I thought it'd be appropriate to include him in this. So we just went by 2002 there. 2003, again, these are sets based on Spider-Man 2, I believe. This first one here is based on Spider-Man 1, in the OG homemade suit there. We got the Green Goblin lab here. It's a great little set. This set was really nice here, the bridge scene from Spider-Man 1. And we're already moving on to 2004, so we got 3 years of the Spider-Man Sam Raimi trilogy sets. These ones are all based on Spider-Man 2. I might have my years there off there. I guess Spider-Man 2 came out in 2004. Yep, bunch of sets based on Doc Ock with the iconic subway scene there. Nice. Cool looking sets. That Spider-Man was worth a whole lot up until right now, or still is worth a whole lot. I know we got the new version of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man in the upcoming No Way Home Statue of Liberty battle set. These are some strange ones right here. I guess these are like the 4+ junior sets. We get this kind of strange looking figure for Spider-Man. Pretty unique looking though. And a combo pack set here. Looking pretty cool. And then we make a big time jump. We move up 8 years. This is the start of the theme that we kind of know to this day with the Marvel Superheroes theme, 2012. And it's all based around the first Avengers movie, as we know. Prior to that, I think Mega Bloks, or now known as Mega Constructs, owned the license. They were actually making Iron Man 1 and 2 sets, and then Lego was able to get that license, and it came with this first Avengers movie. Got a bunch of these Bionicle or Hero Factory style builds for some of the characters, some of the original Marvel superhero sets. We got the Hulk polybag there looking cool in minifig form. This first set with Captain America, that was a great set. This set right here, this is the only set that includes Deadpool. That set is worth a lot of money because of that Deadpool figure alone, and it also included Wolverine, so really nice set. Hulk there. This Quinjet was really awesome. I still think that build right there is one of the best Quinjets we ever got. So, and Lego obviously remade that set recently. We're gonna take a look at that in the upcoming years. We got some San Diego Comic-Con exclusive figures there. Jean Grey, Venom, Spider-Man suit. These two right here, this I think this is actually Bucky, Captain America, and that Iron Man suit are worth quite a bit of money. That typically happens with most SDCC figures because of how rare they are and how few of them they make. Continuing on here, this Iron Patriot minifigure was really cool. I actually own that one. It was a pre-order purchase for the Lego Marvel Superheroes video game, the first one that came out. The first Daily Bugle there, looking nice as well. Some more Iron Man 3 sets. These look really good. That Malibu Mansion attack set was really awesome. The Heartbreaker armor, that was the first Iron Man suit I ever got. And some more San Diego Comic-Con exclusive figs. Up here with the Amazing Spider-Man suit. That is a really, really sought after fig. And we're moving on to 2014 here. Obviously they didn't make any sets based on the Amazing Spider-Man 2 sets, films, so every time we got characters based on that, like the Electro here that we see, they were worth quite a lot of money. And now we're starting to get some Guardians of the Galaxy sets because we're on to 2014 here. How it used to be was every single year we'd only get Lego sets based on one Marvel film. That's how the deals kind of worked out between Lego and Disney at the time. So the year prior, 2013, we had Iron Man 3. 2014, we had Guardians. So they could only do one at a time, so they'd kind of be a little bit selective with what they were deciding to make sets on. Some Guardians 3 sets here. Star-Lord helmet looks great. Obviously, the things changed as the MCU got bigger and their connection with Lego got a lot better. We now get sets on pretty much every new film that comes out. That X-Men set is great. The X-Men vs. Sentinels. Some more San Diego Comic-Con builds here. The Collector, man, what a great fig. Worth a lot of money too. And let's move on to 2015 here. This is the year that we get a bunch of Age of Ultron sets. As you guys know, Age of Ultron came out in 2015. I actually think that's one of the more like overhated MCU films, especially in hindsight. I don't think it was that actually that bad. I kind of liked it. got the Winter Soldier there. That was one of the best MCU films. Unfortunately, they didn't get sets on it, but it's nice that we got a few figures here and there. Hopefully, they'll go back and make sets based on that movie. Captain America Winter Soldier, definitely one of the best MCU films of all time. Taking a look at some Age of Ultron sets here. This first Hulkbuster, man, in comparison to the newer variations, looks pretty bad. A pretty decent looking Quinjet there, probably not the best. Miles, we got our first Miles Morales Spider-Man there. He looks great. Some more Spider-Man sets. The Avengers Tower, this is a great set. They remade it again for the Avengers video game, but that set was also pretty cool. And the Hydra base attack thing here. Oh, this was the big one, like the UCS style set, the Helicarrier. What an absolutely amazing set. This was an SDCC exclusive, I think, here, the Ultron Throne. And our first version of Sam Wilson as Captain America. That was based on the comics. We've obviously got that fig now in his MCU variation. Moving on to 2016 here. This is, I think, the year that Civil War came out. So we got some sets based on that too. Captain America minifigure. Always looked a little bit off with the skin tone printing on the dark blue head there. It never worked too well. They could never get the coloring right. It always ended up looking a little too dark. It's gotten better in recent years. Starting with some brick heads here. This Silver Centurion Iron Man is really cool. One of the best Iron Mans ever made. I own that one. It's a great fig. The arm printing, the side leg printing. Very good minifigure. A lot of cool sets here. That might have been our first Thanos that we've ever seen. It's not based on the movies. It's based on the comics, but still a great big fig. And we get a whole bunch of Civil War sets here. This was a really cool one, the airport battle. This Spider-Man set was also really cool. Get half of a bridge. Well, a lot more Spider-Man sets coming up as we go through the years here, which is pretty great. I never kept up with this show. I'm forgetting what show that's based on, but if you guys know, make sure to let me know down in the comments. We got some Doctor Strange sets there. That's our first Doctor Strange set. I'm forgetting the name of this, the chibi superhero line, but they look pretty cute with their smaller variations. Got Tom Holland's Spider-Man there in that Civil War set. That set actually came out way after the movie. And a SDCC Captain America. We're going on to 2017 here. We're flying on by. Got a little brick built Guardian ship there. Giant Man, Hank Pym. This was a strange one. I forget where he was included. I think it might have been a pre-order purchase for Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, the video game. A brickhead for Captain America, Iron Man. Starting to see brickheads make their way into the Marvel line. Looking pretty good. All MCU variations, I believe. Hulk looking pretty snazzy there with the hair. Some more of those smaller style sets. This was a cool one. Iron Man versus Thanos. A lot of foreshadowing there. Obviously, this came out in 2017, but it's nice to see that's pretty much how it ended up being in Endgame. So that set kind of got it right. This was a cool set right here. Got the Invincible Iron Man outfit. That set. Ooh, a Red Hulk. That's a great big fig to get. Now we get sets based on Guardians Volume 2. These are pretty neat. Got Yondu in this one. Looking pretty good. And our first Homecoming set. Spider-Man Homecoming set. Pretty cool. That Spider-Man fig was always really well done in my opinion with the dual molded legs, leg printing, arm printing, the whole thing. What a great fig. Look at that. The Deadpool Duck SDCC exclusive fig. And then we're moving on to the big year here. I think 2018 was one of the larger years for Marvel superheroes. It kind of goes up and up all the way to, I think, 2021, where it peaks with like 41 sets. But this is all Infinity War based. And I think this is probably like the best, or one of the high points for Marvel. 2019, 2020, when Endgame and Infinity War were out. These were great years, man. Looking back, what a time to be a Marvel superheroes fan. This was just an absolutely like a major event to see these movies in theaters. It was huge. I think I saw Infinity War like 5 times in theaters in those first few weeks. Got Captain America in his Nomad suit. Thor and Rocket off on their misadventure in Infinity War. I think it's the best we've ever seen Thor was in Infinity War. I think it's the best we've ever seen that character. So seeing that minifig right there, that's still one of my favorite Thor minifigs we've ever gotten. The UCS Hulkbuster there, I picked that one up. It's a cool set. Not as good as the newest one. Probably have to pick up the newer one as well. The original Sanctum here, much smaller than the new one that we got, the $250 one. That was a much smaller scale one there. And we got Sheriff Deadpool. Man, Lego should just give us Deadpool as a regular minifig. They kept going back in these weird SDCC variations, but never re-released that original fig. 2019 here. This is the year that Endgame came out, I believe. Starting off with some Spider-Man sets. And man, unfortunately, with how they were covering the leaks and everything and how protective Disney was of the plot for the film, the sets this year based on Endgame kind of sucked. They all were very inaccurate as to what happened in the film. And unfortunately, all the figs ended up using that same time travel suit, which was just the same print with different headpieces. So it wasn't that great. Spider-Man sets, although, look good. As you can see there, Captain America finally got a helmet piece, which he very much needed. But they're all using that same torso and leg print for the time travel suit, which felt a little lazy, especially for the Endgame sets. That Quinjet was cool. Definitely have that one. It's a great Quinjet to get. And a Captain Marvel set. Then we got some Spider-Man Far From Home. Wasn't never the biggest fan of Spider-Man Far From Home. Love No Way Home, love Homecoming, but this one fell a little flat to me. And this was the big Endgame battle set. Obviously not the most accurate. The designers probably didn't know much about the plot there. But it's okay though. They went back and remade a lot of those sets, made them much more accurate. This one here was pretty cool. We got the Nano Gauntlet and Rescue as well. Great fig. Oh, this is one of my favorite Spider-Mans ever, the Insomniac Spider-Man. Spider-Man PS4 is honestly one of my favorite renditions of Spider-Man ever, like movies, comics, anything. So, love seeing that fig. Unfortunately, it's very hard to get your hands on that. So, that's unfortunate, but who knows? Maybe we'll see it in a regular set. Moving on here, we got some more Captain Marvel sets here, some poly bags. This was the year I think we got the Avengers video game, so we were starting to see sets based on it. Unfortunately, that game did not live up to expectations. It did have some high expectations. But on the bright side, we did get some unique looking Lego minifigures based on it. Cool looking Thor, Black Panther here, Captain America, Hawkeye. They all look very similar to their MCU variations, but slightly more comic-like, I think. And it honestly looked pretty cool. I really dig the Iron Man figure they released for that line of sets as well. Spider-Man looking good here. Some more Spider-Man sets. Spider-Man being the biggest Marvel superhero, he's got to get as many sets as possible there. We got Spider-Man Noir in that one. That was pretty cool. Obviously, we haven't gotten sets based on the Spider-Verse film series, but they kind of made sets with similar characters around that time. So you can get like Spider-Ham and Spider-Man Noir. A Black Widow set there. That movie definitely was didn't live up to my expectations, at least, especially coming off of Endgame. The helmets line, making its way to Marvel here with the Iron Man helmet. This Avengers Tower, I own this one. I really like it. It's slightly taller than the other one as well. This is our first Iron Man Armory set as well. That was a cool build. Nice to get multiples of those, and they've been expanding on it over the years. We got the classic suit Miles Morales there. He looks great. It was an SDCC exclusive, and we're on 2021 here. I think this is the biggest year for the Lego Marvel Superheroes theme. I think we have 41 sets in this one, and I think 39 in the next, and it generally stays pretty large, but this was definitely the largest year. We got these aluminum packs. These are pretty cool. They don't really come out in North America, I believe. They come out in Europe, and they're released with some magazines, and they're releasing these little aluminum packs that include one minifigure. Really sweet deal, though, for a few bucks if you can get a really cool and detailed minifig like that in a magazine. We got the Shang-Chi sets there. A Venom Spider-Ham. Man, talk about very unique fig. A combo pack for all the mechs. That looks good. Eternal sets. Man, Lego, I think, did a decent job for these sets here, especially with the figs. They were really, the prints, very well done. Airshim, I love the build for. The Domo was also a pretty unique build, but the movie, yeah, man, it fell flat. This is kind of that MCU fatigue I think a lot of people were starting to feel at this point, with the quality of the MCU films starting to fall off a little bit, and they were spitting out a lot of content at this time, man. We were getting so many shows. They definitely slowed up now, but still feeling a little bit of that superhero fatigue in films at the moment. But you know what? Lego is still pumping it out with quality sets here. This was a great one, the Spider-Man lair. My favorite part about this was the big time Spider-Man suit, that black and green one that we had in the back left corner there. That was That's one of my favorite Spider-Man suits ever. So seeing that in Lego form was really cool to see. And the big one here is like the definitive Marvel set there, the Daily Bugle. Huge set. I'm sure a lot of you guys probably own it or would love to own it. It's a great set. And this was really cool. This is when Lego started to go back and kind of give us more sets based on the Infinity Saga. So we got one there based on the Endgame final battle with Black Panther and Shuri. And I'm glad that Lego is doing this at this time. And they're still continuing to do this because a lot of times when those movies came out, unfortunately, they couldn't make them that accurately due to trying to protect leaks and everything. Or they made some sets based on movies they just didn't cover at the time. Like they gave us an Iron Man 1 set there. Lego didn't have the license during that time. That Guardian ship looks great. This What If set, I think the episode still hasn't been released for that. So it'll probably be in season 2 of What If. That No Way Home set was weird because, I mean, obviously they weren't working with much information, but Spider-Man never had a gigantic black and golden drone. Carnage head build looking pretty cool there. New Asgard. So I like how they were doing this. They were going back, giving us sets based on Endgame and previous MCU content. We got an Endgame final battle set here. I know a lot of people dislike this one due to the size and that ship not being that accurate, but I liked it. I thought it was pretty cool. Got a minifig version of Thanos in Captain Marvel. And we're on to 2022 here. Some more Spider-Man sets, smaller scale. But they still look good. This is a kids line of set. I don't know exactly what it's called, but they look okay and include some pretty unique looking figs. We got Thanos, Iron Man here. These I always thought were cool, these aluminum packs. Imagine just going to the store, getting a magazine, and you get a cool fig like that in there. That's pretty neat. Unless I'm wrong. If you guys are actually own some of these, let me know how you pick them up. That's the stuff I've heard, but living in Canada, we don't really have these, so I don't know much. Dang, Carnage. Looking good as well. See, great way to get a lot of these figs that are included in much larger sets. Ooh, Spider-Man Far From Home set, actually. It says No Way Home, but it's based on Far From Home. The Thor Ragnarok pack there. The updated Infinity Saga version of the Iron Man Hall of Armor there. And then the Wolverine. This looks pretty cool. Glad to see Wolverine back. We're going to be getting him again in the upcoming Series 2 of the LEGO Marvel CMF series. We'll be covering all of that and everything towards the end of the video where I go over all the latest sets that are going to be coming out later in 2023 that we know about. So don't worry about that. Some Thor Ragnarok sets, or sorry, not Ragnarok, Love and Thunder. I think I'm thinking of Ragnarok because I like that one a lot more than Love and Thunder. Love and Thunder kind of, I didn't really like that one. The updated UCS Hulkbuster, they're looking much better. Wakanda Forever sets here, looking good. You got Shuri in her Black Panther suit. Namor. And Ironheart looking good. The Black Panther bust looks awesome. I really want that one. Oh, sorry, I guess we were looking at a combo pack before. This was the actual set itself with the Hall of Armor and a group build. Then the big Sanctum Sanctorum, you guys know this one. $250 set. That was a big deal when that came out, the direct-to-consumer set. And the Nano Gauntlet build. This is a great one, especially if you have the Infinity Gauntlet. That's a great one to go with that. Got Miles there and Spider-Man as buildable figs. Venom. It's never really into the buildable figs, but for those that are, those are some great sets. And the Guardians Holiday Special Advent Calendar there. All right, 2023. Now this series is gonna be a little bit incomplete, but don't worry, I'll cover the sets that are coming out later this year. Starting off with some more kids sets. You know what? These figs do look pretty cool. That Rhino right there, I like that. Great looking Black Panther in that aluminum pack. Doctor Strange with that new cape. The Mighty Thor. Looking good. This polybag was really awesome. Doctor Strange. It's a great polybag to have. Cool looking Miles fig as well. 2023, man. It's been a pretty decent year for Marvel, I think. And honestly, the CMF series has been pretty good, but also pretty disappointing. We'll talk about that later in the video. Moving on here. Continuing. Got some mechs. This is always a funny one. Got Morbius there. We got Ghost Rider. Looking good. And this is probably one of the best minifig kind of scale Hulkbuster that we got. That was a good looking one from Infinity War. This is what I always found a strange set, the Venom Groot build. I don't know who really asked for that. A lot of people were upset with this Wolverine Claw one, but honestly, I think doesn't deserve that much hate. It's a decent set, especially for Wolverine fans. It's an iconic thing from the character. I know a lot of people want his mask instead, but it's not bad. Guardians 3 sets. Guardians 3 was an absolutely amazing movie. What a film. Definitely one of the best MCU films in recent times, especially with how much they've been lacking in recent years. It was so refreshing to see that do well. Cool buildable Captain America there. Captain America and Black Widow bikes. I guess that's based on Age of Ultron. And the big Spider-Man No Way Home set with all 3 Spider-Men. Looking great. Can't wait to get my hands on that. And the Captain America shield. That's a great set as well. All right, we're kind of getting into the end of 2023 here. The Endgame Final Battle set. Great display piece. And the Advent Calendar. So yeah, that's going to do it for 2023. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look at some sets that haven't been released yet. We got leaks and rumors from some very reliable sources. So these are all but guaranteed to be coming out. But nonetheless, take all this next bit of information with a grain of salt because none of it's 100% confirmed yet. But either way, let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so we only got a couple known upcoming sets for the LEGO Marvel theme here. We're going to take a look at the CMF series right after this. We actually got a leaked image of what those figures are going to look like. But starting with the upcoming sets here, we have set number 76232. This is an upcoming The Marvels set. We know it's going to include 420 pieces. It's going to include minifigures for Monica Rambeau, Miss Marvel, and also Captain Marvel, and also a character, Jan Daladna. Sorry if I mispronounced that. It's probably a scroll or something, I'm not sure. This set's going to retail for a whopping $90 US, and it will be released on October 1st. So we could be getting more Marvel sets as well, but that's the one that we know about at the moment. And the second set here is much, much bigger. This is going to be the one big direct-to-consumer set here, the 18+ set, if you will. This is set number 76269, the Avengers Tower. It's going to be an 18+ set, and it's going to include a whopping 5,261 pieces. This is going to retail for a justifiable $525 US, and it should be coming out on November 24th of this year, so very late toward the holiday season. And the minifigure list here is looking absolutely insane. I'm just going to go ahead and read all of them off here. So we have 2 separate Iron Man minifigures. Don't know the variations yet, but there are going to be 2 of them. Tony Stark, Captain America, Thor, Hawkeye, Black Widow, War Machine, Scarlet Witch, Vision, Falcon, Wasp, Wong, Pepper Potts, Helen Cho, Nick Fury, Ultron, 4 Chitauri, and then big figs for Hulk and a micro fig for Ant-Man. So quite a lot of figs there, and this is going to be covering probably multiple movies. I'm assuming we're going to get a lot from Age of Ultron, but probably also scenes from the first Avengers movie as well. Either way, though, this set's going to be absolutely massive, and as soon as we get images of that, I'll definitely post to let you guys know about it. But yeah, it's going to pretty much do it for the upcoming sets for 2023. Now let's go ahead and take a look at those leaked images for the upcoming CMF series. Alright, I know the image is a little bit blurry here, but you can still get a good idea of what some of these figs are going to look like here. So I'm just going to go ahead and read off all the figs that we're getting in this series. All of them based on shows, and some are based off past series like the 97 X-Men series. But here we go. So we got Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, Moon Knight, Mr. Knight, Agatha, Werewolf by Night, Storm, Beast, Wolverine, Echo, Goliath, and She-Hulk. The notable missing figure here that we thought was going to be included from all the leaks was Kang, but unfortunately I think he's been replaced by Goliath, or that's what the rumors are saying. Who knows? Maybe we're never supposed to get him in the first place. But if you guys do know, make sure to let me know down in the comments. It would have been really cool to get a Kang the Conqueror fig in this CMF series, but maybe that's too soon. Maybe they'll be including him in some upcoming sets. Who knows? Either way, though, there's your look at the upcoming CMF series for 2023, and all of these figs will be releasing on September 1st. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much going to do it. There you guys go. there is every single Lego Marvel superhero set ever made. We started all the way in 2002 and ended there with 2023. As usual, guys, before you head out, make sure down in the comments below, let me know how many you guys own in your collections, and also which ones your favorite sets have been. Also, make sure to go down there and let me know what your first Lego Marvel superhero set was. Was it one of the ones that we got in the current theme that started in 2012, or do you actually own some of the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man sets? As usual, whatever you guys are thinking, make sure to go down in the comments and let me know. But that will pretty much do for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.